Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. This is Africa Podcast, as usual, with my co-host here, Mr. Owana Ibrahim.
Yes.
The last time we checked in, we had technical issues. That was episode 1. But now we are back with Africa Podcast episode 2. As you know, we have a lot of things to talk about. We usually have interesting topics. For example, last time we had issues about relationships, we had things about the government, whatever the gender matters. Today we have something really interesting. But before we go any further, I want my co-host here to say something to you guys. Yes.
Yeah, how are you? And hope everyone is fine. Yeah, I thank the Almighty Lord that at least we have reached this day. The first day was quite challenging. Many people complained about the sound. The videos were not clear until we say that at least before we do another podcast, we shall try our level best so that we bring what is best to you. Yeah, last time I think we talked about marriage, we talked about World Cup, we talked about many things.
Yeah.
And challenges we face as Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as time has gone on, things have changed, and it was an old year. Happy New Year to everyone.
By the way, that's really interesting. You know, I didn't have that in my mind that was last year.
Yeah.
Happy New Year to everyone. We are back. Now, let's start now with something interesting.
Yeah.
Since January, there's something that has been happening. It has not been happening not only in Kenya, but I've been seeing things around East Africa, especially in the East African community. That's in Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, where we have people are now talking about bad governance. There are issues with infrastructures. There are issues with especially roads, the public system, public transport system. So I want us to talk about this story. There's a place here in Kenya where I live, a place called Gashie.
Yeah.
I've heard stories of people talking something about the infrastructures in this region, and I didn't know what is the core, what's the core problem of this region. So what do you think is the main problem that is really affecting us regarding infrastructures and poor road, the system, the transport system?
I think in Africa we have a disease as a continent. No matter how capable a leader will be, they will never deliver. It hurts. Actually, as you have said, you come from Gashie. Gashie as a place, I think right now the current government, they might have given it 90% of their roads, of their votes. But it hurts for a place like Gashie to have too much dust, roads to be bad. And what anyone wants from government, no one asks government for food, because at least every civilian, they look for what they put on the table.
Yeah, true.
You understand that point? But if the government can't give you roads, it can't give you hospitals, and you are the same people who voted for that government, it really hurts. For you are complaining of a place like Gashie, but I checked last time, I think 2 days ago, even in Kisii people were demonstrating because of the same thing, and because of dust on the roads. Now, on a lighter note, let me bring, it might be a joke, but this is the truth. One woman told me that, in fact, their husbands are soon to run. You'll walk just from the house to the road, and dust will be full in your body. So, I think
that's the thing that's causing them to run.
Husbands will run because someone will touch and already you are that. Okay. Yeah. So, then if I told you, see, you have talked about East Africa, I'll speak even for Uganda. There is a road which lives from Bweyogerere.
Yeah, I know that.
Bweyogerere to Kireka, down just near, I'm forgetting that industry, but if I remember its name, I will talk about it. That road, I don't know how many years up to now, they've never acted. Too much dust, the same dust you are complaining. At least here in Gashie, people have seen it for just, I think, a period of 1 month. You see? But the other road I'm talking of, people see it year in, year out. the same government which has been in place for 35 years plus. When you go to whatever, to Tanzania, there is a place called Morogoro. I was there, I think maybe last year, but one. Up to now, when I hear the complaint, dust is like dust. So African governments, we have just to understand, they don't work. And that is, I think that is their ideology. Because they want to keep us as beggars. Someone will tell you, oh, we never act on the road, but give us another 5 years, we shall come and work upon it, which is very, very bad. Yeah.
So when it comes to poor governance, me, I'm a strong believer that politicians, especially the politicians that we vote around East Africa, actually this is a continental problem that we have in Africa. Actually, many politicians talk. They talk. They know how to talk. They know how to talk and, and persuade people.
They are good orators.
They are good orators.
Yeah.
Then, another thing, few politicians do.
Yeah, few politicians are willing to work.
And now, even a fewer of them keep doing. For example, a politician will come in a place and say, I'm going to build this road from here to there. Let's say, okay, I'm going to build, this is 100 kilometers.
Yeah.
They build, maybe they'll come and start the project. The reason why I've said a fewer of them keep doing, you will never see that project being, accomplished.
The reason, as I've said, the reason why they are not willing to complete the projects it is because that one they will use it as a campaigning tool. We are going to do that road. Shockingly, even the road you have given me as an example, the last 5 years of Uhuru, that road, the one of Gashait, has been okay. In fact, it shocks, in Kiambu County, they have been having roads almost for the past governments. Thank Lord this one is doing for them the job they wanted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I also, but there's one thing, don't you think that African leaders are really bullies towards their subjects? Because if you look, bullies come in different shapes and sizes. There are bullies who come physically. There are those who come financially. And there are those who come politically. Now that's the government.
These ones, in fact, if you call them bullies, you will have given them, I think, even a later name.
A later name.
Yeah. Most African leaders, they are not even bullies at all. They are not. Many of them, I will call them users. Users. Someone comes with an agenda, is not ready to work for us. Many of them, they are not leaders, because a leader you have to lead. These ones are just users. If at all they take me to that parliament, I get my 5 years. If I get those 5 years, many of them even get loans to enter parliament. You have to understand this.
I get it.
So someone is seeing business. So he will come to you, cry to you his or her problems, but all in all, he just wants you to push him or her. When he enters there, then he'll tell you, let me go and eat. You understand how harsh it is? So it is very, very bad for us to keep thinking that politicians, they are the only people who can solve our problems. The time me and you, we can put it into our heads that these people, we are their bosses. Because they have decided to be users. Let someone come, give him the 5 years, it doesn't work, don't take him back. Are you getting the point? But again, someone will tell you, no, I need only 5 years to complete that project. Again, you being a fool, you'll again give them another 5 years. It hurts.
There's a teacher who made a statement. He said, when a madman sees you, for him, he doesn't think that you are mad.
He thinks you are the one who is mad.
Yes.